Good morning, everybody. It's another episode of Intellectually Honest, unedited, uncut. We're going to get right into it. Before we get started, though, y'all go and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and most definitely hit that notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I drop. Without further ado, we can go and open up. So, I saw the game last night, and I got some takeaways from it. Lonzo Ball and the Chicago Bulls had a home game against the Indiana Pacers. Let's get in. I got the stats up so I'm being intellectually honest. All right, we're going to get into these stats first, and then I'm going to get into my takeaways. So, let's start with DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan, I will give him this. As much crap as I gave him and Levine about the ISO ball and and I got to break down my man and all that stuff, DeRozan had the only good game out of any Chicago Bulls player. Any of them. I'm looking at this. I'm looking all up and down this box score. Any of them. DeRozan literally had the only good game of anybody on the roster. 18 points, 1 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 block attempts. Like I said, sometimes the attempt is just as good as the actual block because you alter the shot. 50% from the field. It's very efficient. Didn't hit any threes, but he only took 1. So he stopped while he was ahead, and that's good. He had 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 4 turnovers is never good, especially when you only had 2 assists. But whatever, he was only negative 18. Only, but it was still a solid game. Across the board, I'll say it was a very solid game. He was an efficient scorer, and it looks like he tried on defense. And he didn't shoot us out the game from the 3 by continuing to shoot threes, even though he didn't have it. Zach LaVine was not as good as his score. And see, when you look at it, and you see, we got 17 points. That's not bad. But then when you see he took 18 shots to get them, it's like, all right, 17 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 block attempts. That's good. I like that. 38%, 38.9% from the field. That is not good when your primary role is to score. 42.9% from 3. That is good. But overall, I think looks like Zach LaVine had the worst plus minus on the team. He was a negative 34. How do you get a negative 34? How do you get a negative 34? How do you have the worst plus minus on the team when Lonzo Ball, the number 1 son, the reason why we're here, gave us 0? How many? Oh, crap. This man gave us 0 points. How do you play 25 minutes, take 7 shots, and not score a single basket? I'll say this. If Lonzo Ball was able to shoot free throws, or if he was willing to get to the free throw line and get contact, he could finish the game with maybe 10 points just off free throws alone. Maybe 7 to 10 points just off free throws alone. But that's the drawback when your primary method, and with Zoe, almost exclusive method of producing points is from the 3-point line. When that 3 ain't dropping, that it's a very real chance that you will put up a goose egg. A donut. You know what I mean? 0 points. Wow. And you probably think, all right, well, he was probably out there facilitating, getting everybody involved. You know what I'm saying? He had 2 assists. Levine and Kobe White had more assists than Lonzo. This was probably the worst game I've ever seen of Lonzo Ball's career. I'm not even going to front. You know what I'm saying? This is probably the worst game of Lonzo Ball's career. Let me know in the comments if it is, if y'all think it is. This is probably the worst. This is the worst I've seen Lonzo play. This is not good. His defense was all right, though. He was still up there on defense. Let's keep it going. 0 from 4 from 3, obviously, because he ain't had no points. So, of course, he's 0 for everything. Sheesh, negative 32, man. Come on, dog. This cannot happen again. All right, this cannot happen again. I don't care what the circumstances is and who they playing, where they playing at. This Lonzo cannot happen ever again. Moving on. Kobe White, another trash game. 4 points. His dude, he took 10 shots to get 4 points. He shot 20%. Oh man, what did the Bulls do last night? Oh boy. But he didn't have any turnovers, so that's good. Tony Bradley, like I said, Tony Bradley, same old thing. We need Vooch back. Troy Brown Jr., like I said, 22%. Nobody had a good game. Nobody had a good game. Gosh, what happened last night? All right, so those are the stats. So my first takeaway is the Bulls. The Bulls are very, very inconsistent, and the reason why is the same thing I kind of touched on in my last video. Too much isolation. I know that this team says they don't have any egos and whatnot and what have you, but they don't play for each other. That ball, when that ball is supposed to swing, you looking at it as a fan, and you see the rhythm of the game, and you see how the ball moves, and logically you're thinking, all right, they're gonna swing it to the corner for an open three. Zach, DeRozan, all right, y'all drawing 3 people or 2 people. Kick it out to somebody for an open 3. You got Lonzo, who's a 44% 3-point shooter this year. Kick it out to him. He might make it. They don't do that. That shot is going up. If DeRozan and Zach have that shot, and that's what it leads to things like this. So I'm not gonna overreact to this, because over the course of a 82-game season with a league that's as stuffed with talent, as stacked with talent as the NBA is, you're gonna have losses like this against teams that you're better than. So I'm not gonna overreact, but I'm saying that these problems are gonna persist as long as this team plays this way. There's no way Lonzo Ball should only have 2 assists. It's just no way. 0 points, whatever. Lonzo Ball, his scoring comes and goes. He should not have 2 assists. He should not. Not on this team. That problem, that too much isolation basketball. They do not play for each other, and I'm telling you that I've seen it from the beginning. It's like when it works, it works. Like when Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, they're taking way too many difficult shots. And I think one of the announcers even pointed it out last night. The Bulls are taking a lot of difficult shots. They're getting a lot of difficult shots. The whole point of having Lonzo Ball on your team is so you don't take difficult shots. You don't have to have a diet of difficult shots. This team, they need to rethink this offense. Otherwise, they're gonna keep running into this issue. Everybody on that team ain't Zach and DeRozan. Kobe White, you see, he ain't out there getting. I don't know if or when he's gonna be like how he was last year, but he ain't that right now, and he wasn't that last night. They need to lean, and I guess I'll use that to segue into my next takeaway. But my first takeaway is that they're saying that the Bulls still dealing with the same issues, which is a lot of selfish hero ball. Like I said, I'm not gonna overreact, but this problem needs to be rectified sooner rather than later if they want to take that next step. Which takes me to my next segue, into my next takeaway. They need to build this team around Lonzo Ball's play. I'm not just saying this as a Lonzo Ball's fan. I know a lot of people gonna be like, oh, you just talking that talk. Lonzo Ball is a guy, so of course you go. No, listen, hear me out. They need to build this team around Lonzo Ball's play style in a similar way that the Warriors built their play style around Curry. The reason I say that is because if you build your team around Lonzo and his play style, not necessarily around Zoe, but around his play style, meaning fast-paced ball movement, basketball, then everybody benefits. Zach LaVine and DeRozan are athletic and fast enough that they'll benefit. Kobe White, all that space and stuff and in the rhythm and all the rhythm shots on fast and transition threes and whatever. Kobe White will benefit from that. The natural athletes on the squad with DJJ and Javonte Green and the likes, they'll benefit. The whole team benefits from Zoe's play style. But only Zach LaVine and DeRozan benefit from this isolation half-court hero ball. They're literally the only two on the squad that benefit. Vooch maybe, but Vooch, yeah. Zach LaVine, that's just two players. That's two players that your offense maximizes. That's not good. That's not good. Isolation ball only favors Zach LaVine and DeRozan on this squad. Point out anybody else on this squad that can do it. Whereas if Lonzo Ball, with the ball movement and high-speed transition basketball, just running all night, that's going to benefit area. Because now Zach LaVine's athleticism comes into play. DeRozan's athleticism comes into play. Kobe White's rhythm shooting comes into play. DJJ's athleticism comes into play. Javonte Green athleticism comes into play. Like, that's how you maximize this squad. You got a young squad and you got a fast-paced, rocket, roller coaster, speed, demon passer in Lonzo Ball. Everybody on this team benefits from that. But the way they play now, the only two players that benefit from it is Zach LaVine and DeRozan, because they're the only two players on the team that can constantly do that hero isolation ball. You see what I'm saying? You following me? So it's not just, I'm not talking like an oblivious Lonzo fan. I'm telling you what it is. Yeah, so yeah, but that's what it is. Like I said, it's just one game. We're not gonna overreact. And I guess that's my third takeaway. We got, as Bulls fans, as Lonzo fans, we got to stop overreacting to these losses, to these wins. Also, like I said, it's gonna happen over the course of a season. All we really want to see is progress. We want to see the team continue to get better. We want to see them fix mistakes. We want to see them play to their strengths, which, as I just expressed, is athleticism and speed. And yeah, that's all we want, That's all we want. And like I said, this loss is not good. I'm not overlooking it. I'm not willing to forgive it. I do not know how Lonzo goes 25 minutes and not score a single basket. That cannot happen ever again. But we can't overreact. It's one game. I'm pretty sure our next game is probably against a garbage bucket team. Oh, yes. The garbage bucket of all garbage bucket teams. Not the Pelicans. The Rockets. They've only won one game so far this season. And that's a good game for us to get our swagger back and just, sometimes you got to go beat up on somebody. And I think the Rockets are in prime position to take that beating. And I'm gonna be able to watch the game that night, close. I don't have to work that night, so I'm gonna be able to really tap in and really lock in and watch it. But yeah, that's about it, man. It's a long season. We got to let these guys grow, but they got to make the decision to do it. And Zoe, I don't know if Zoe needs to tell them to shut up and give me the ball. I don't know if Zoe has that in him, but the way they're playing now, you clearly see the limit with the way they play now. If Zach and DeRozan aren't hitting their hero ball shots, then this team is going to struggle. They need to run, man. That's what we always, y'all would be lying. Y'all would be lying to me with a straight face if y'all told me that y'all didn't want this team to run, that y'all weren't excited because y'all thought this team was going to be fast. This isn't fast. You know what I'm saying? They're playing DeMar DeRozan has them playing like the Spurs of last year. That where every play seems like it's a hard mid-range fadeaway, and it's just not gonna work. Spurs wasn't in the playoffs, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason for that. That style is hard to maintain over the course of a season. So that's all I got, man. Hopefully they get it together. And hopefully we never have to bear witness to anything this ugly ever again in our lives as basketball fans. So this is another episode of Intellectually Honest in the books. Go and hit that like button, subscribe button, and that notification bell. That way you be notified when I drop. Go ahead and get active in the comments. Y'all know I be down there. And and I appreciate everybody again for helping this channel keep growing. I'm at 249 subscribers, which is more than I thought I would ever have. It really lets me know that y'all appreciate what I'm doing. Y'all like hearing my perspective on the games. And yeah, we're just gonna keep it going, man. Even if y'all disagree with what I say, let it be known in the comments. I'm down there. I'll get active. So yeah, man, that's another episode in the books, and we out of here.